As much as we would all love Half-Life 3 to be announced at E3 this year, as would most of the internet, we reckon that the chances of that actually happening are pretty slim. There are a whole load of other things we would love to see announced there, though, despite having no reason to expect them. It's been years since Naughty Dog made a great Crash Bandicoot game, and with his cameo in Uncharted 4, it's got us all excited for an HD reboot. The original Crash series was one of the building blocks of a whole generation of games, with great platformers that still hold up today. As time went on, Naughty Dog may have lost their way slightly with Crash, but we think it's about time to get him back. Go on, give us back the crazy, incoherent Bandicoot we all love. You know you want to. People were none too pleased that there wasn't a Metroid game for the Wii U, especially since the last game on consoles was in 2010. Surely then, Nintendo should go back to the fans with another installment. With the NX being released next year as well, there may even be a slight possibility that it could be a launch title as well. What better time to show the world you mean business than by showing off a shiny new Metroid game for your new console at E3. Bioshock really sets the benchmark for narrative-driven shooters, as evident by the phenomenal success of the series so far. We would love for there to be another one of these games, to carry on the tradition and get us all excited again, with a fresh dystopia to explore as well. If not another game in the main series, we would also love to see more about the rumored and very likely genuine Bioshock collection, as the previous 3 games are still true classics. An improvement on their visuals then would be a treat. The Sonic series hasn't had the best time as of late. Recent releases have been lackluster and underwhelming to say the least. And so the series deserves a boost in reputation with a decent game and an E3 announcement to go with it. What we really want is a good Sonic game, and we're not alone. There's a huge fan base out there that wants one too. We just hope that we get something worthy of the mascot and that Sega doesn't announce Total War Sonic. There's a mysterious Star Wars project in the works at Visceral, and it has made people very curious. As if the hype and mystery wasn't enough, this new game will apparently run on the Frostbite 3 engine, and Amy Hennig, one of the key people behind the Uncharted series, is creative director. This would blow the minds of many if it was revealed at E3, but since details are so hazy right now, it seems highly unlikely.
I'm surprised these guys have
Now that Naughty Dog has finished with Nathan Drake and the Uncharted series, we think that it's high time that they return to the survival horror setting of The Last of Us. For many, it was one of the finest games of the last console generation, and while we appreciated the remaster for PS4, it didn't sate our thirst for a full sequel. When Uncharted 4 was announced, it was shortly after the release of the original The Last of Us. Now that A Thief's End is out, might they pull the same trick in reverse? There's intense speculation and rumor pointing to a third game in the Red Dead series being on its way. Map leaks a couple of months ago seemed to confirm that a new game was on its way. However, Rockstar announcing something at E3 doesn't seem likely. They don't need a big showcase to get people excited. They can do that on their own. Fans would love another game in the series, though, and would welcome it with open arms. Failing Red Dead 3, we'll take Max Payne 4, or even GTA 6. We're not that fuzzy. It's too soon. We keep telling ourselves that, but it doesn't stop us from being extremely curious about what From Software are cooking up next, now that they've retired the Dark Souls series. We seriously can't see a major announcement from the studio at E3, but then again, if Sony wanted to make a huge splash during their press conference, what better way to do it than a sequel to Bloodborne? One of the favorite games of recent years was the horror-filled first-person adventure Alien Isolation. and we'd absolutely love it if Sega and Creative Assembly were able to confirm a follow-up during E3. We've absolutely no reason to suspect that this will actually happen, but that doesn't mean that our fingers aren't crossed. If any of these announcements come to pass, we'll be happy, but we're not banking on any of them. Then again, E3 usually has 1 or 2 surprises for us, even with all the leaks we're getting these days.